Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of Kitmaker Network and Armorama.com, and welcome to a Throwback Thursday episode of Cracking the Box. Throwback Thursday because this is obviously a re-release by Renwal / Monogram / Renewal Blueprint models of the Twin 40 175 parts with combat crew. This is I believe, a early 60s or late 50s release of a kit. I mean, this kit wasn't even available when I was building models. Well, I mean, it probably was available, but it certainly wasn't, hadn't been released in that kind of mid 70s to mid 80s period that I remember seeing it in stores. Anyways, maybe you could get it, but it was hard to find, certainly. And Renwal. I want to say we're saying Renewal, but obviously it's Renwal Blueprint models. Not sure what Renwal was. Does anybody know what Renwal was? Please put it in the comment section if you know, if you're old enough to remember what that meant. I mean, obviously it was something to do with a brand back then. And it was probably one of the original manufacturers of models, I'm guessing, and then it got bought out by the, Renwal or Monogram or somebody as they were coming along and becoming bigger. So anyways, let's take a look at the side. This is like going back in time a little bit. They show on the side here an 8-inch howitzer and a Hawk kit that are probably also available through them. The Nike, the General Patton, and the Atomic Cannon. These are all classic models. I don't know about the 8-inch howitzer model. Maybe that is true, that one's that old too. But this says on the front, accurately scaled from U.S. Army Ordnance blueprints. Superbly detailed, high-impact plastic kit. Exclusive new design ensures positive assembly and no-show cementing. I love these little label things because they so much remind me of the kind of labels you see from a lot of overseas products these days. So, please note this kit is not shrink wrap. Several months ago, we had a quality control issue where there was an incorrect bag of parts on this package. We've replaced with the correct bag now. Thus, the reason the box is open. Oh, the kit wasn't shrink wrapped on the outside. Okay, all right, that's fine. I prefer when they don't send me shrink wrap kits, to be honest. All right, so here are the boxes of plastic. Now, these are coming out of Poland, as is true for a lot of these I don't know. I don't know whether they just sent all the molding equipment over to Poland and said, here, start making these, or what. But obviously, at some point, they must have done something like that. So, all right, we'll go ahead and one wheel fell off of this. It's in the bag. I'll get it out. Let's go ahead and take a look at these pieces. We're mostly doing this for kind of nostalgia purposes. Here's a stamp on the bottom, for example. What does this stamp say? Copyright Renwal, 1989, all rights reserved, made in USA. Now I'm guessing this is probably when Renwal remade the mold in some way to probably stamp their name on it and so forth. And then you also have on this side it says, a number and then Poland. But yeah, because this kit obviously dates back well beyond 1998. Isn't that what I said? 1989. Excuse me, 1989. This kit is much older than 1989. So unless they made some changes to it in 89, which is possible, they might have added some detail or done some mold changes. But my guess is they probably did not. Based on the thickness of these sprues and so forth, I'm going to say no. So it has an interesting little engine kind of blob there of stuff. The road wheels, the detail on the plastic, like on the road wheels, is very nice. There isn't a lot of flash on this, which is kind of, I think that the benefit of some of these newer re-released kits is they've actually improved the older mold capabilities. Maybe have even improved the molds, or maybe they did in 1989. Maybe that was one of the things that actually made it better. But you just don't see the kind of flash on this kit that you would have seen maybe back in the old days. Tracks wise, they do have these nice looking rubber tracks with directional chevrons. Don't look that bad, actually. I mean, they're a little bit kind of warped from probably sitting in the box, but probably stretching them a little bit for a while would straighten them out. There are actually some figures in this. Now, these kits were released as 1/35th scale kits. A lot of the early Monogram kits and stuff are like this too, but they're actually 1/32nd scale kits. And then they were reboxed or sold as 1/35th scale and 1/35th, like Tamiya kits started to become popular. But you can clearly see, mostly by these figures, and these figures actually look larger than 1/32nd. I mean, look at okay, these are, yeah. But, I mean, see these figures, they are just they're almost comical. They really are. They're they're just, I don't know. Let me see if you can get, yeah. I mean, look at these guys. That guy's not too bad. The sitting guy is not overly bad, but he's large by comparison to a 35th scale figure. And then we have this guy with his super long hands. I mean, look at the size of that hand. That's a big hand. I mean, I don't know about you, but my hand isn't taller than my face. So yeah, not exactly. You understand now why Shep Payne, in his early days of building dioramas and so forth, said, "I think I'll build that part, or mold this with this and this." I mean, these arms, they're just like so thin. It's hard to believe that somebody sculpted these and were like okay with it. Yeah, those look good. I think that's what we should go with. So yeah, but they would almost be hilarious if you made this vehicle with these figures, painted them in, say, the modern style of painting, and so forth, and made them look as good as you could make them. That would be interesting. All right, well, then we have additional detail parts, but this is 1960s model making there, where you've got the shovels and stuff all just molded in. Actually, some kind of like armor there's like texturing to that shield thing there, whatever that is. Are those parts to go on a person, like a utility bag? Again, not seeing a lot of flash here. Some, interesting parts. Here's the actual main hull with the deck for them to stand on inside the. This isn't the Duster, right? This is the Mark IV M40. Is the M42 the Duster? Were they not calling it the Duster at this point? I'm not sure. I can't remember the Duster designation. I thought it was something like that. But yeah, interesting. Hardly any detail on the hull. It's just flat plastic. Nothing to it here. Not sure where the gun. There must be pieces that go over the primary cannons here to give them maybe a hollowed out section. Let's take a look at the instructions, actually. Might be interesting to see. All right, so, okay. The M42 Twin 40, or Duster as it was later known, was a highly mobile, self-propelled anti-aircraft track vehicle developed after World War II. It was based on the M41 light tank chassis. The M42 was designed for overhead protection of supply convoys, troops, for on the move and military bases. All right, so it is the Duster. They just didn't call the Duster on the box. All right, well, quite a book for the instructions here. Trying to get open the pages, and it doesn't want to cooperate. All right, so we can see basic assembly parts, the actual wheels going on to the hull, the tracks going on, all that good stuff. They're definitely, these pieces, number 56, go on the main cannons. I believe those are 37 millimeter. What are they? They are twin 40s. I guess they're 40 millimeter Bofors. That's like a Bofors gun, right? All right, so yeah, twin 40. What caliber are these guns? Yeah, no, that's how awake I am today. So yeah, I mean, overall, the final product is not going to be too bad. I mean, it's going to definitely build into a model. It would be interesting, again, seeing somebody take this kit and like detail it, like make it like as good as you can make this kit, kind of thing. But let's go ahead and take a look at some close-up photos of the parts, and we'll come back and conclude. Well, I hope you enjoyed the photos for the Twin 40 Duster. And I think there's a little modeling tool down here, caliper or something. And because it's a blueprint, duh. Actually, that's not a caliper, that's a radial drawing thing, isn't it? Anyways, where was I? We'd like to thank Hobbyco/Renwal for sending us this sample of a re-release product from the 1960s. I'm being a little sarcastic there. Sorry. We would like to sincerely thank them for sending it to us. I know people are interested in seeing these things. Sometimes we've actually had some high views on some of the older nostalgic releases that we have. So if you do like this, make sure to give us a thumbs up or a like, and give us some feedback, as well as I won't be probably putting this out there for much more review than this. Although if somebody wants to do the whole, building it project and making it look as good as it can, hey, yeah, we'll do that. So give me a shout if you're interested in doing that. And would like to wish you well, and hope we'll see you next time on Cracking the Box, I guess. Take care. Have a good one.